Hey, I finally got a chance to go to my comic book store, and I haven't been there for a while. And I got there, and uh, to tell the story before I talk about what was going on, I uh, I don't usually buy crossovers. I usually can't stand them. I usually absolutely hate crossovers just because they give me headaches, and I'm sick of deaths, and I'm sick of just everything like that. But when I went to my comic book store, I was gonna just buy a trade because I'm not feeling very great. I'm kind of sick, and yeah, I just haven't been feeling good. So I was just gonna buy a trade that I thought sounded good. I was just gonna get a classic one that I don't have. But when I got there, I didn't have enough money for those anyways. But when I got there, um, there was this huge group of guys standing by the new issues, and they were talking about Blackest Night, and they were talking about how great it is and about how it's better than all the Crisis stuff. So I thought, I might as well check it out. It just came out. I can start. So I got it, and when I put it up to the counter, I got that, and then I got Flash Rebirth, which I'll the 1 and 2, which I'll review later. Anyways, uh when I got to the counter, the guy said, "This is great." And I was like, "Well, I just kind of heard good things about it. Can you tell me a story?" So he kind of told me a little about what was going on. And so I came home and I read it. And I just got done reading it. And this really got me back into Green Lantern. Green Lantern is my third favorite superhero. And I usually don't read his comic books. I just kind of, I just hear about what happens to him lately. But this makes me want to pick up Green Lantern Rebirth and the Sinestro Corps War. So I'm gonna probably get those in trade and pick those up. But this is kind of the last. They even admit, he even said himself. G.F. Johns said himself that this is the last part of his run on Green Lantern. This is the big final thing, and it's more Green Lantern than a crossover. That's why I like it, and it has to do with these deaths that I've been hating so much. So I thought I'd get it, and it's really great. It got me back into Hal Jordan, and it got me back into Barry Allen. I haven't read Flash Rebirth yet. I just picked it up and I haven't read it yet. I just really wanted to review this first. But this so far has gotten me back into Barry Allen as being Flash. I don't care if Barry Allen is Flash. I just don't want Wally West to die because Barry Allen's Flash. If Wally West is a different superhero or if he just retired or something, that'd be fine. As long as he didn't die. That's frustrating. But Hal Jordan, what I like about Hal Jordan is that the same thing didn't happen. None of them died. I really like Kyle Rayner, and I think Kyle Rayner is my favorite. But I wasn't sad that he became like the main Green Lantern because Kyle Rayner's still in the picture and he still does stuff. Because they kind of made Green Lantern more not just the one Green Lantern. They made him so they incorporated all of the Green Lanterns lately. And so that's really cool. And it has to do with Batman. They kind of stole Bruce's body, or his remains, his bones and stuff. Really just his skull, but they dug him up. And it takes place on the day that Superman first died from Doomsday. They kind of turned that day into a celebration of not really a celebration, but to remember all the superheroes that have been lost in the past years. So this entire issue, they're kind of going back, talking about some ones who died. It has a nice few scenes with Barry and Hal talking again, and Hal's talking to Barry about who all died, and Barry really wanted to know. So he shows him through his ring who all has died these last few years. So yeah, and I I don't. I'm kind of confused about one of the Guardians getting bit in the neck by another Guardian. I saw it. It had to do with something before this. I didn't read it. So if anybody knows what that had to do with anything, tell me about it, and I can understand more. It shows pretty much then the black rings come, and that's another thing. I didn't really get a good synopsis of what happened before from the guy at the counter. So if anybody kind of has what happened and how the black rings came, send me a reply somehow, and I'll thank you for it. But so far, I'm getting it pretty much though. The black rings are there, and they basically bring back the dead. And so they're bringing back. They have Jean, who's Martian Manhunter, and they brought him back. They're kind of like zombies though, and a lot of Green Lanterns who died in the Sinestro Corps War. And they hinted out that Batman will be, because Batman's dead. He might be one of the more ultimate ones that comes out or something. I'm sure they'll bring him out sometime. Elongated Man, all of them, and they actually kill Hawkman and Hawkgirl and turn them into not black people, Black Lanterns. God, my head's. But anyways, yeah, it's. I've heard from many reviews that this is one of the only comic books that actually is worth buying, and it's true. This actually tells more than any other comic I've ever gotten that has to do with a crossover. It tells so much, and it's really great. So I suggest going out to get it. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun to read. I just got done reading it. I'm going to pick up the next 7 issues of this that are supposed to come out. I hope it all works out in the end. I'd like to see this go somewhere. If it has to do with Batman, if Batman comes back with this, that would be cool. That would be a nice little thing. But I would like it if Batman, Bruce, came back somehow with his the next thing that Grant Morrison does, because then it could all hook together from Batman and Son to that, and that'd be really cool. But yeah, it's really good. It's a little more. It's like $1 more, I think, but it's worth it. Way worth it. I'm definitely gonna pick up the other ones, and it's mainly a Green Lantern story too. It's not really confusing with any other superheroes yet, so that's kind of cool. I just hope they keep doing good with this, making it really easy to explain. I'm just really hoping that somehow they make it an easy explanation of how some of these heroes come back, like Bruce. I really want to see how they bring him back. I'm really excited for that. I don't think he's going to come out back in Blackest Night, but I think it might have to do something with him coming back. And so what I'm saying is I hope Bruce comes back with Grant Morrison's last whatever he's doing. But if he comes back in this, it'd be kind of cool. I'm hoping this has a nice ultimate ending to this big Green Lantern thing that's been going on. So that's it for this review. I might review Flash Rebirth tonight. I'm not sure. I'm going to read it, but I don't know if I'm going to review it tonight. So leave me comments on what's kind of going on with the Green Lantern side of this, because I have kind of lost track of Green Lantern these past couple of years. So if anybody knows, send me a comment or a video response or something. Thanks.